The whole thing. Okay, perfect. All right. Hi, everyone. Aloha. It's so good to see you. Let me just see this gallery view and see your faces for a minute. Hi, Vane. Hi. Happy New Year, everyone. Oh, it's so nice to see you. Hi, Laura. Hi, Ariella. Hi, Brittany. There we go. Okay. Okay. Admit all. Okay, and then VG is going to continue to let everyone in here over the next minute or so. Hi, Maria. Hi, Angie. Hi, Raquel. Hi, Cheryl. Nice to see your faces. Hi, Miss Heather. Jennifer. Yay. So nice to see you all. So while we're just waiting for everyone to hop on, you guys, you'll just need whatever you can be comfortable in sitting on. If you have knee stuff, like I have knee stuff and I'm not always comfortable sitting cross-legged. And so I have a couple yoga blocks that I'll often switch so that I can be kneeling and sitting on the yoga blocks. If you have hip stuff, like you just can't sit either way on the floor, you can do this whole practice from a chair. Okay, so you can totally be on a chair. You don't have to be in any complicated, super deep cross-legged poses or anything like that. It's one of the great things about Kundalini actually is that you can do the whole practice from a chair. And oh, hi, Stephanie. Hi, Olga. Lovely to see you guys. Okay. So so there's, I'm going to go over a couple of things with you just to give you a little sort of the landscape of a Kundalini practice. You might be wondering why I'm wearing this. and I want to speak to this head covering. So if any of you are highly sensitive, okay, like I know a lot of you are that end up in my classes, a head covering for Kundalini can be really nice and grounding. It's traditional that they wear like a full-on turban, and that actually activates certain meridian points around the cranium, but it's not totally necessary. If you just want to, it can be a hat, it can be a bandana, it can be a beanie. If you're feeling like you want just a little extra grounding while we do this practice, it can be really nice. I find it noticeable, the difference. Some people don't care at all. So just giving you that, if you want to grab a little head covering while we spend the next minute here, just letting everyone in. And here we go. Okay. And so I'm so glad you guys are here. I don't teach regularly anymore. Kundalini, I don't teach any yoga regularly anymore. I used to teach weekly for many, many years, probably close to like 15 years, teaching weekly, bi-weekly yoga classes, sometimes a couple times a week. And I just don't do that anymore. And I always get inspired to teach a New Year's Eve practice. And I think it's just the culmination of the energy at the end of the year and wanting to really like release like whatever is stagnant in your system and being able to step into your new year just flushed. And Kundalini is so good at that. It's so good at flushing any like stagnant, sticky energy in your body and your energy body and your auric field. It's really, really good at that. And so that's why I always choose Kundalini for any type of like really efficient, effective ways of clearing the energy field. And, I'm somebody I've studied almost every style of yoga, you guys, and Kundalini and it was said in it was like in the 60s or 70s that during this time, like 2021, and like this time we're in now, it was predicted back then that we were going to need this like new kind of practice to be able to actually get to a centered, grounded place within ourselves. That sort of the old stuff that you've been doing for a long time isn't going to be working anymore. How many of you have noticed this? Like my go-to things like aren't doing the thing. Like they're not bringing me back to neutral. They're not like calming me. And it was predicted that this practice, the whole practice of Kundalini, and there's tens and thousands of kriyas in Kundalini, and it was predicted that we would need this type of practice to be able to efficiently and effectively clear our field because of the amount of stimulation going on, because of like the amount of, in our society, how much overstimulation is happening and how much technology is coming at us. It was said that we need to have different practices. A lot of breath work you're going to see is included in a Kundalini practice, and that's for a reason. And so you might recognize some of the postures as yoga postures that you're sort of familiar with, but generally they're different. And if you do recognize one that is more of like a traditional yoga pose, it's usually paired with like a breath work or a mudra or something like this. And so it's considered yoga for the energy body. And so it's also considered the yoga of awareness, Kundalini yoga. And so this is what I want you to have, like this very clear intention for this practice. And I'll bring you into your heart here in just a moment and let you get really clear after we ground and connect in together. And I want you to get really clear about your intention for this practice, because just like with anything, a healing session, a ceremony of any kind, like your intention will shape your practice. Okay. And so I'll guide you into your heart here in just a moment and have you get really, really clear about what that intention is. I'll share my collective intention for all of you. And it came through so fast. Like this is the kriya to teach. This is the meditation to teach for this practice. But my intention for this is to, and you'll see this in the kriya, the kriya, that word just means a specific set of exercises used to produce a specific energetic effect. And the kriya that came through to teach today is called the exercise set for the kidneys. The kidneys is kind of the low back ribs area, and it can hold a lot of fear. And so I don't have to share with any of you guys how tough like this year has been collectively, and how much grief and how much fear and like even just straight up terror that is just like rippled through our media system and into our society. And there's just so much fear happening, fear of being together, fear of this virus and all of this stuff. And so I just really wanted to get super clear together while we are gathered in this way, in this virtual way. We're still very much connected energetically, and our energy together can totally amplify this field of clearing fear from the body, clearing stagnant energy from the body, whatever is no longer serving us, whatever you've been holding on to, clearing that from the system, from the physical body and the energetic body, and then getting so clear. And I'm going to take you through some energetic, you could call them energization exercises and visualization exercises to draw all of your energy and all of your power back into your body. Okay, because that's really what you need. And so if you saw the title for this class is Embodying the Energy of Your Highest Self. Okay, and so if you look at what we do on a day-to-day basis, and we're on the screens and the phone or the computer, and our attention is directed outside of ourselves so often. Okay, and where your attention goes, your energy follows. Right? Your attention wherever your attention goes, your energy goes. And so if your attention's over there, or if your attention's on, this device, your attention's outside your body. And so I have a practice of many, many times a day, calling my energy back into my body, because I know that's where my power lies. Like our power is not outside of ourselves somewhere. Our power isn't, from anyone else. Like we're not going to get it from anyone else. Like none of this, all of the work that I do across the board, like you'll hear me say this in a lot of different ways, but we're the only one that can activate this personal power center, the solar plexus inside of us. We're the only ones that can do that for ourselves. As many therapists that you'll talk to, or friends that you'll talk to, they can't do that for you. They can listen to your whole story and all the reasons why you're not where you want to be and all the things. But when it really comes down to it, like you're the one that is with your body 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And you're the one that has to consciously become like, it's like slowing time down, like many moments during the day, and be consciously aware of like, where's my energy? Is my energy outside myself? Am I dissociated from the body? Am I like way out here, or am I in my body? Is my energy inside my physical body? And then once your energy is inside your physical body, are you acting from this place of power, from this place of your authentic self, your most authentic self? So embodying the highest self, I see that as being grounded and being out of survival mode so that you can actually be in a creative mode in your life, being able to move from this authentic self of your personal power. And then as you bring your personal power out into the world, like through your voice, coding it through the heart with kindness, right? So your personal power comes, this is just the chakras, you guys. I'm just kind of leading you guys up the chakras. So activating your personal power, and then kind of coding that power with the kindness of your heart, the love in your heart. And then when you bring your voice into the world and your truth out into the world through your throat, it's connected, right? So often we'll see people or hear people or feel people that are very disconnected from like here down, right? It's like the people that start to talk to you and you're just like, yeah, like I'm not gonna really listen right now, because you can feel how disconnected they are. It's like their head is floating and there's no connection to the body, right? And so embodying the energy of your highest self, I'm like, we're literally gonna pull from everywhere that your energy is outside yourself. We're going to pull it in, and we're going to use your central channel and use the chakra system. And I'll just guide you through this. It's really simple to call all of your energy back into your body, because every single one of you I know is, we all want to move into this new year embodying this energy of our highest self, like releasing this old fear, stepping into a new year where we feel like our most authentic self and we feel safe to express our most authentic self, right? Yeah, and I also wanted to speak to, and this is our meditation we'll get into at the end, and I'm going to speak to it through the class about the vagus nerve, but we're doing this meditation specific for toning the vagus nerve. Okay, so the vagus nerve, it's kind of like trendy right now. You hear all about the vagus nerve, but the vagus nerve is in charge of the parasympathetic response of our nervous system. That's our relaxation response. Right? So it goes from the brain, it's a cranial nerve, and it goes down the neck, down the torso, all the way down into the guts. It's in control of our digestion, our heart rate, our breath rate. And the reason this nerve is so highly talked about is because if it's not functioning the way that we want it to function, then all systems of the body are affected by that. It's like a domino effect. If you're in fight, flight, freeze mode, a lot of your day, like anxiety, fear, overwhelm, all those things, racing thoughts, racing heart rate, you can't sit still. That's a dysregulated nervous system. And when you're inside of a dysregulated nervous system, none of the other systems in the body can heal as they can when we're in parasympathetic mode. Okay, so this is why it's so important. So if you're somebody that you have, brain fog, like you have gut issues, you have chronic pain, you don't sleep well, this is something that is pointing to your nervous system is dysregulated. Okay, you're in fight, flight, or freeze. You're in one of them. And then, and you're not in what's called a ventral vagal state, which is that calm, parasympathetic, calm, collected state where you can be present in your body and you can be present with the person in front of you. You can actually speak, you can keep eye contact, and you're calm. And so if you're trying, and all of us, I think most of us, I would probably venture to guess that most of us are trying to heal something, right? Something in our body, something's going wrong, like there's an injury or there's a gut thing or there's a chronic illness. The number one thing that you can do is, as much as possible, as many times a day, over and over and over again, is bring yourself back to a parasympathetic state. Because when we are in a parasympathetic state, that is the only time our body and all the systems can heal. Okay, so it's a big deal. Like you can see why the vagus nerve is like just blowing up and really I've been studying it for a long time, more than several years, but studying the polyvagal theory and this understanding of how our nervous systems work. And it's just been a big part of how my work is funneled into, is helping people regulate their nervous system, because that is actually what we need to heal. And, I started in physical therapy and realized very quickly the limitations of that Western science, and then just spent a lot of time studying the emotional body and the energy body and the nervous system and sort of all the stuff that physical therapy school left out. And I've always been somebody that like, I just want to get to like the root of the issue. Like, what's the thing that's going to make the most practical, tangible difference? And it's the nervous system. It's the nervous system. And so I hope that you'll just really dive into this practice as your own personal practice. Feel this collective energy of everyone here with us live, and that will be watching on the replays, and amplifying this energy of calling in all parts of our spirit, our power, and our energy back into our body, and having this intention of embodying the highest version of yourself, the highest version of yourself that you can see, the version of yourself that is out of survival mode and into creation mode, because we need you. Everyone here, it has something in you that is meant to be created and out into the world. And when you're stuck into survival mode, we can't access that creativity. If you're in fight, flight, or freeze, you're going to think negatively. You're going to see worst case scenario, and you're not going to be able to think of like solutions and like creative possibilities. Okay. So that's like the importance of learning how to regulate your nervous system. Okay, guys, I hope that you're all set up. Again, I have a couple yoga blocks that sometimes I'll switch from cross-legged to sitting on a couple yoga blocks. I have a little knee thing, so I just put one block under this knee, and it just helps that knee. If you want your knees lower than your hips, if possible, again, you can sit in a chair for this practice. There's you guys should see in your email, there is a playlist that BG just sent to everyone. I tend to have issues with trying to play the music over my voice, and I just don't want you guys to, I want you guys to be able to hear all of the cues. And so I think we'll overlay the playlist after onto the recording, and we'll send it via email. So bear with me. Usually there's like amazing music to this practice, and it really adds to it. But I don't want to risk you guys not being able to hear my voice. I tested it 3 times and it wasn't working correctly. So I want you to just start. We're going to come in here together and begin. So find your comfortable position. Okay, whether you're cross-legged, I'll show you the other way that I like to sit. I take 2 yoga blocks, and then I just sit like that. So that's another way. You can do it if you have knee or hip stuff, and it's just a little more comfortable. Okay, like that. All right, guys. So as the ladies and gentlemen, I should say, everyone here, I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you for doing this with me. And yeah, let's come into our meditation position, just closing the eyes. And just begin to breathe long and deep in and out your nose. And allow your exhalations to be twice as long as your inhalations. And I want you to do, on these next 3 exhales, I want you to do a low level, really long hum. Okay, and as you do the hum, I want you to see how low you can feel that internal vibration. So you'll feel it in the throat. See how low towards your guts you can feel it. So big inhale, long, slow hum. Just activating the vagus nerve right from the start. Big breath in, long, slow hum. One more like that. Inhale. Good. And then 3 sighs on these next 3 exhales. Big breath in. Just make some noise. Consciously make some noise. Breath in. One more. Good. And then begin to just draw on your inhales, begin to draw all scattered, dissociated parts of yourself into the body now, in through the crown, down into your low belly. And as you exhale, let more and more of your consciousness expand inside the body. And keeping those exhales twice as long as your inhales. On your inhales, just calling in any distracted parts of yourself in through the crown, down into your low belly. As you exhale, more and more of your awareness expanding inside the realm of your physical body. And just bringing the palms together and just give a little rub to your palms, just create some heat. And then press your palms firmly together, and then press your thumbs just in and up right at the heart center, such a way that it lifts your chest just a little bit more. And then turn your inner gaze to your third eye point, that space right in the middle of your forehead. And in the tradition of Kundalini Yoga, we'll begin with the Adi mantra, which is Ong, O-N-G, Namo, Guru Dev Namo. Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo. So this invocation, this mantra, it literally means I call in all of the highest parts of myself. I call in the parts of myself that know how to move me from darkness to light. And I call upon any ascended masters or teachers that can support and guide my practice today. So if you know this mantra, please feel free to chant along with me. And then I'm going to follow that along with the protection mantra. And so what I want you to do, we're going to do the Adi mantra 3 times. When I go into the protection mantra, Ad Gure Name, there's 4 lines to it. The first line, Ad Gure Name, I want you to visualize a pillar of light in front of you. Jugad Gure Name, I want you to visualize a pillar of light to the right of you. Sat Gure Name, a pillar of light behind you. And then Siri Guru Deve Name, a pillar of light to the left of you. Okay, we'll do it 3 times. And as I do it, you're imagining these pillars of light in each direction of you as we go through it 3 times. Okay, so if you don't know it, just listen and just receive the vibration of the mantra. Okay, so just take a deep breath in, and you're going to clear your throat with me one time. And deep breath in. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Ad Gure Name, Jugad Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Guru Dev Name. Argure name, Jugar Gure name, Sat Gure name, Siri Gurudeve name. Argure name, Jugar Gure name, Sat Gure name, Siri Gurudeve name. Argure name, Jugar Gure name, Sat Gure name, Siri Gurudeve name. Please take a deep breath in with me. Pause your breath here and hold it at the top. And then you're going to gently engage the pelvic floor, draw the lower belly up and in, lift the chest, slightly tuck the chin, hold it here. And exhale your air. Let your palms rest on your legs, keeping your eyes steady at the third eye point. Long, deep breathing in and out your nose now. And just beginning to tune into the subtle. Tuning into the subtle energetic shift just from the invocation. With each inhalation, drawing more and more of your awareness inside your body. Good. And creating a grounding cord from the base of your spine. Visualize it, see it, imagine a grounding cord from the base of your spine going all the way down into the core of the earth, into the earth's crystalline core, connecting you to a sense of safety, a sense of support and anchoredness. And then keeping that sense of anchoring, bring your attention to your heart, all of your presence inside of the heart chakra now, and just take a moment, connect to the part of yourself that knows how to hold you with unconditional love and non-judgment and compassion. Always connecting with this part of yourself more and more to be able to hold you at the deepest level through whatever it is you're experiencing, through the deepest, most intense emotions. This part of yourself that knows exactly how to love you unconditionally. And with your presence inside of the heart now, just connecting with your own personal intention for showing up to this practice. Internally, just stating my intention for this practice is maybe 1 or 2 sentences. Get super clear. And then breathe in and expand that intention within you. And feel all of the hearts connected on this call and on the replay, amplifying our collective intentions together. So we move into this new year clear and connected and ready to create and embody this highest version of ourselves. Okay, and then we're going to do a little warm up here together. So please take your fingertips to the mounds of your fingers. Okay, and 60 degrees with your arms, shoulder blades plugged in, heart is lifted, thumbs plugged up towards the sky. You can do this in any position, standing, seated, on a chair, cross-legged, or like I am. Okay, so we're going to go for 90 seconds together. We're going to do breath of fire. So I want you to begin to pant like a puppy dog. So stick out your tongue. Feel what that's doing to your belly. On the exhalation, your belly is drawing up and in. And then once you have the rhythm of it, you're going to close the mouth and then do this breath through your nose. Good. If you're pregnant or have high blood pressure or any heart conditions, you're welcome to do long, deep breathing here instead. And put equal emphasis on your inhalation and exhalation. On the exhale, your navel will draw up and in. We're activating the navel point. You have about 72,000 nerve endings and meridians and energetic channels in this area. So activating your power center, straight elbows, directs energy to the heart. Okay, stay with me. Last 15 seconds. And then inhale the arms overhead without looking, touch the thumbs, spread and stretch the fingers up, hold your breath at the top of the inhale, lift the pelvic floor, draw the low belly up and in, slightly tuck your chin and hold it here with me for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale your air, just sweeping your energy field and then allowing your palms to rest up on your legs. Keep your heart lifted. Eyes are closed, steady inner gaze at the third eye, long, deep breathing in and out of your nose. And giving yourself a moment between these exercises to feel the subtle energetic shifts. You're going to feel more charge, more blood flow, more of your life force energy in your belly. Feel it. Good. And then take your hands to your shoulders. Your thumbs are going to be behind you. Your fingertips are in the front. Elbows shoulder height. Inhale left, exhale right. Inhale left, exhale right. Think about initiating the twist from the elbows and just let the head be along for the ride. Opening up all 4 sides of the heart. Keep your elbows shoulder height. Inhale left, exhale right. Good. Keep twisting and then just do cactus arms, first finger and thumb together. Gyan mudra. Inhale left, exhale right. Inhale to the center. Deep breath in, hold it at the top, spread and stretch your elbows in your chest, and then lift from the root to the crown, draw the energy up. Slightly tuck your chin, hold it here with me, steady gaze at the third eye point. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale your air. And just long, deep breathing with your palms up on your legs and just taking a moment, just breathe and feel. Always getting better at breathing and feeling. Deep breath in and out together. And then make your way into downward facing dog. And Kundalini yoga, they call this pose triangle pose. I taught hatha yoga for so long, I still call it down dog. So coming into a downward dog, and I want you to just walk it out. I want you to do whatever movements your body just intuitively wants to do here, just to warm it up. I want you to really let your hips shift side to side. Bend one leg, straighten the other, reaching the heel down, and then just switch. And then we're just going to do a little breath work here together. So I want you to inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then hold it at the top for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale your air for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it at the bottom, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now bend your knees, reach your inner thighs back so you create a little curve in your lower back. And then as best you can, as much as your hamstrings will let you, just find that edge for you. And then let's do a couple more rounds of box breathing together. So exhale out all your air. Inhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it 4, 3, 2, 1. And then take a breath in. And then exhale, step your right foot forward and just a simple twist to the right. This is just before we move into our kriya. Little simple twist to the right and just lean back. Let yourself just lean back, open the heart. If you have any neck issues, you can hold your back of your head, the base of your skull, and then just kind of lean, press your head into your hand. It'll help you back bend a little bit. Couple more breaths together. This is kind of a go-to stretch for me. It's always in my practice because it feels so good. Okay, and take a breath in. Exhale back to down dog. Inhale, and then exhale, left foot forward. Lean into your right hand, and then just simple twist to your left. Good, and then just step your right foot to meet your left foot. Inhale, halfway lift. So just take your hands on the right below your knees and the top of the shins, and just pause here for a moment. Lengthen through the crown of your head, shift your weight to the balls of your feet. And if you need to bend your knees, you can. Just letting the hamstrings stretch for a moment, lengthening through the crown. Keep your breaths long and deep through your nose. Okay, and you can bend your knees as much as you need to here, and then just come into a forward fold. If it feels better for you to go a little bit wider with your legs, you can do that. Do what feels best for your body. Listen to my cues, but above anything else, listen to your body. Let the head go. Deep breath in and out. And exhale, you're just going to come into a long sit. So with your legs that look something like this. Okay. You can sit on, I often do just like to sit on a little bolster or pillow. Little throw pillow is fine. Get my timer here with you guys. Okay. So this is a front stretch with a straight spine. So it looks like this. Your finger pads are going to touch like that. Okay. And then the palms come together and the thumbs are up. Okay. So it looks like that. And then the trick is, as you begin to do this exercise, that your arms don't fall. So you keep the arms parallel to the ground. Okay. So the exhales forward and the inhales back. Okay. Scoot a little bit more forward here. Okay. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And everyone's hamstring flexibility is different. You know, you might just be this, you might just be a couple inches back and forth. That's fine. Okay. Inhale back, exhale forward. You inhale back just enough to feel a little pull and activation in the abdominals, and then exhale forward, keeping your arms high. Okay. Closing the eyes, steady your gaze at the third eye point again. And think about reaching forward through your fists. And you'll feel this little stretch in the low back ribs, right where your kidneys are. Inhale back, exhale forward. And in Kundalini yoga, it said that any of the postures where the limbs are straight, where the arms and the legs are straight, help to, and you're doing like repetitive movement, it helps to create this charge, this in your auric field, in your electromagnetic field. So keep your arms super straight, legs straight. Inhale back, exhale forward. And if you get burning anywhere, just welcome it. Just burning through any energy that you don't need to carry with you into this new year. Stay connected to your intention through this practice. Ten seconds more. Go a little bit longer, a little bit longer. You come to the middle and then deep breath in. Pause your breath at the top and then lift Mula Bandha. So you're going to squeeze the sex organs, the navel up and in, slightly tuck your chin. Hold it here, make everything straight, perfect the posture. And exhale your air. And you can come into a cross-legged sit, or you can stay in long sit just for 3 or 4 breaths here. Just want you to take a moment, just breathe and feel. Send your breath into the low back rib area, right where your kidneys are. Expand your back ribs, the lowest part of your back ribs. And notice as you breathe and you try to expand into those areas, is there a side that feels tighter? Is there a spot where it's perhaps harder to get your breath? Okay, send your energy there, send your attention there. Okay, and then we're going to come onto the back, onto your back. Okay, so from here, if you can grab the ankles. It's not necessary that you do that, but you could also just do palms down. Okay, just like this. I'll start my timer. And we're just going to do pelvic lifts. Okay, so we're going to inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Closing the eyes, steady your inner gaze at the third eye. press into your heels. Feel that stretch across the front of your hips at the top of your, at the top of the bridge. Inhale up, exhale down. Good, keep going, last 20 seconds. It's really good for moving any stagnant energy in the lower few chakras. Also just helps bring new blood flow to the brain. Good, stay with me. And then inhale at the top. Hold it, engage Mula Bandha, lift the pelvic floor, draw the navel up and in, slightly tuck the chin, hold it here. And exhale, release it. Just let your knees touch for a moment. And just put one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart, and just breathe and feel for a moment. With each inhale, more and more of your awareness and your consciousness coming into the belly, into that area where your lower hand is. Good, and then you're just gonna roll to your side. Okay, and then coming into cat-cow position. Timer going here. All right. All right. So cat-cow, as you know it, we're going to inhale, arch the spine, exhale, round the spine. Inhale, arch, exhale, round. You can go as fast or as slow as your body wants to go. But I invite you to really feel, where does your spine move really well? And where is there perhaps more stagnant energy? It's less breath in that area, or it's harder to get the light to that area. And then send your attention and your breath to those spots where it's a little bit, they feel just a little bit more stagnant or sticky. Inhale, arch, exhale, round. This exercise is really good for distributing your prana, your life force energy, through the entire spinal column. Through your central nervous system. And just find your own rhythm here. Couple more. Good, and then you're gonna come into your cow position where your heart's forward. You're gonna stretch your left leg behind you. We're gonna hold it here for 30 seconds. Just continue to breathe long and deep. Eyes are closed, focused at your third eye. And just press through your right knee, reach through your left heel, press your hands into the earth. Be fully embodied in this posture. Lift your leg a little bit higher. Take a deep breath in. And then left knee down, right leg up, straight behind you. Good. Press your palms again into the earth. Press your left knee into the earth. Reach through your right heel. Hold it here. Long, deep breathing. Send your inhales into the kidneys, into that lower back rib area. Feel your ribs expand in the back and on the sides as you inhale. Reach through the crown of your head. And then right knee down, left leg up. And then for 30 seconds here, you're going to kick your own ass. So just give it a kick, heel towards your butt for 30 seconds. Still press through the palms strongly. And it can kind of become like a little breath of fire as their leg straightens. You inhale, and as you exhale, the heel comes towards the butt. Good. Left knee down, right leg up, and then same thing. Just kick your own ass for a moment. Be the one that kicks your own ass into gear. Last few seconds. Good. And then right away, you're going to come all the way onto your back. All the way onto your back. Knees in towards your chest. If you have any knee issues, you can hold behind your knees, or you can hold above your knees if you don't have any knee issues. And you're going to lift your head and chest up. Start my timer here. Okay. Lifting the head and chest up. If your neck is bothersome at all, feel free to hold the back of your head with one hand and then just like really cup it and then just let the head relax into the hand. But then keep your knees drawing into your chest drawing toward your thighs. And just long, deep breathing here. And I just mentally want you to mentally say after me, I now call all parts of my spirit, my power, and my energy back into my body. And again, I now call all parts of my spirit, my power, and my energy back into my body. Deep breath in and out. Crunch a little more. And again, I now call all parts, like you mean it, of my spirit, my power, and my energy back into my physical body. Breathing in and out. Feeling that energy gather in around your navel point. Good. Hold it with me. Last 30 seconds. Breathe into your kidneys again. Good. Consolidating your energy. And then take a deep breath in. Hold the breath here. And then lift the pelvic floor. Draw the navel up and in. Hold it here. Steady your gaze at the third eye. And then release it. And then just let your legs go straight and let your arms go straight overhead. And I just want you to take some deep breaths, just letting your hip flexors stretch out and some deep breaths into your abdomen. And feeling any stressful or chaotic energy just fall away as your own energy begins to take up more of your field. Feel yourself take up space. And then just take a little roll to your side. Okay, we're going to come to stand together. Now, this next posture in Kundalini, they call it crow pose. And if you have any little knee thing like I do, you're going to do the modified version like me. If you have no issue like being in a squat like this with your arms straight out in front of you, knees are totally fine with that. Feel free to do that. For those of you who need to modify like I do for this one, I just come into a squat. Okay, let me start my little timer here. Okay, so we're going to hold this for a minute together. Okay, and before you come into it, real quick, before you come into it, so you're not tiring out your legs while I say this. So we're going to hold this posture for a minute. Okay, the arms are just going to be straight out ahead of you. Again, parallel to the floor. Don't let them drop. Okay, palms down, facing the ground. And we're going to hold the squat for 1 minute together. Okay, and then we're going to chant after that. We're going to chant the mantra Har. It's spelled H-A-R, but it sounds like HUD. Okay, it sounds like H-U-D. So it's HUD, HUD, HUD. So with this mantra, the navel draws up and in, HUD, HUD, HUD. And the tip of the tongue flicks the upper palate in the mouth. Okay, so you have a lot of nerve endings and meridians that cross the upper palate, and the big in Kundalini with chanting mantra, what you're doing with the upper palate or not. Okay, so HUD, HUD, HUD. Navel draws up and in, tip of the tongue hits the roof of the mouth. Okay, so I'm going to cue you into that. So we'll be here for a couple minutes. I want you to do the best that you can. I want you to push yourself a little bit, never push past any pain, but I want you to push yourself a little bit. Okay, I want you to realize how much stronger you are than you actually think you are. And whenever the burn starts to happen, welcome it, just welcome it. And as anything gets more intense, intensify your breathing. Okay, so here we go. Coming into your full squat or your modified squat like me. Long, deep breathing here. 1 minute. Okay, palms are straight, elbows are straight, butt back. You'll see how my knees are even with my heels. Don't let your knees come forward of your toes. No good for the knees. Okay, so lengthen through the crown of your head, slightly tuck your chin, sit back if you're in this modified version with me, and everybody lift your chest a little bit more. Good, we're halfway there. Beginning to trust the strength within you. Challenging yourself just a little bit, okay? Pushing past your comfort zone just a little bit. Welcome the burn. Intensify your breathing. Okay, now beginning the mantra. HUD, 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 HUD. Really good mantra to clear any anger and any fear in the body. HUD, 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 HUD. Last 30 seconds. HUD, 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 HUD. Deep breath in. Hold your breath here. Lift the pelvic floor, lift the navel, squat a little bit more if you're squatting like me. Exhale your air. Inhale. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up and just kind of let your hips and pelvis rock a little bit. Whew. Might have started sweating by now. Okay, and then you're going to come into the last exercise of this kriya. I like to do it in virasana, so that means I'm sitting on 2 yoga blocks. You can do this in a chair, you can do this cross-legged, or like so. So find your comfortable position. Okay, because I'm going to be here for a little bit. Find your comfortable position. Okay. The left forearm. Okay, this is called, I think it's pronounced Kunchen mudra. Okay, it's really specific. So both of your hands are going to be on Gyan mudra. So that means first finger and thumb together, like that. The left forearm goes parallel to the ground. Okay, your right elbow is at your side, and then the wrist is extended back. So it's like the wrist, the palm is facing up. So it looks like that. Okay. And then close your eyes. Start our timer here. And then begin to stretch your spine up. I want you to pull up the muscles of the buttocks, the hips, the sides, lifting your upper body until there feels like there's less weight on your butt. I want you to hold it here, pull in the abdomen, lift the ribs, the diaphragm, chest out, chin in, hold it here. Big breath in, hold your breath here. Exhale your air. Just release it. Feel the weight go into your butt again. And then do it again. Lift your butt, lift your diaphragm, lift your chest, chin in. Try to get your body weight off of your buttocks. Deep breath in. You're going to hold it. Exhale. And again, inhale. Same thing, lift everything up. Try to unweight your butt. Grow tall, lift your chest, lift your diaphragm, lift the sides of your rib cage. Hold your breath here. Exhale. Good again. Deep breath in. Good, draw everything up. Hold it here. Exhale, out the mouth. Again, deep breath in. Hold it. And exhale your air. Last one, breathe in. Hold it here at the top. Lift the sides of your rib cage, lift your chest, draw the upper body away from the buttocks so much that it feels unweighted, and then grow tall through the crown of the head. Lift everything up, hold it here. And then we're going to just mentally chant this mantra together. Waheguru, 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 Wahegyo. Okay, so this is a very powerful mantra in Kundalini Yoga. To sum it up, it's like a celebration of moving from darkness to light. Okay, so just I'll say it a couple times through together so you can get the rhythm of it. And just mentally, I want you to chant it, just holding this posture a couple more minutes. Stay with me. Okay, so mentally chanting Waheguru, Waheguru. Waheguru, Wahegyo. Waheguru, Waheguru. Waheguru, Wahegyo. Waheguru, Waheguru. Waheguru, Wahegio. And just keep going, just mentally letting the mantra just repeat. And while you're here, see if you can tune into the feeling of how much more energy, how much more of your own life force is inside your body, around your navel. And allow yourself to imprint the vibration of celebration, the celebration of I've done it. I know how to move myself from darkness to light. I am the one that I've been waiting for. Stay with me, last 30 seconds. Shoulder blades down the back, heart lifts. Good, you've got it, last 15 seconds. Good, deep breath in. Hold it at the top, lift Mulaband, lift the pelvic floor, low belly up and in, slightly tuck the chin, bring the tip of the tongue to the roof of your mouth, hold it here with me, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale your air, palms up on your legs for a moment, just breathe and feel. Good, and then gently make your way into Shavasana. Make your way onto your back. If you need a pillow or anything under your knees, make yourself cozy if you need a blanket. And just come laying fully onto your back now. And if you want to be more receptive, as in like receiving intuitive messages, just keep your palms open, arms at your sides. If you're in a space where you're needing to conserve your energy and wanting to consolidate your energy more, you can bring your hands on your body for Shavasana. So right when you get there, just reconnect that grounding cord from the base of your spine all the way down into the core of the earth. And I want you to imagine any stressful energy, any fearful or anxious energy in the mind and the emotional body and the nervous system. I want you to begin to imagine it can gather like a gray smoke, a gathering towards the central channel. And beginning to see it descend down your torso. So any mind chatter, the energy of mind chatter, allowing it to come down that central channel, down into your grounding cord, and seeing that grounding cord just pull all of that energy down and descend all the way down into the core of the earth, where that energy can be transmuted. And you can always call in a little more help to release any of that stuck energy and any nooks and crannies of the energy body, and just begin to pull in light from the crown of your head. Just see white golden light coming in from the crown of the head, and like a ring of light, seeing it come down around the head and the brain, top, the middle, the lower part of the brain, seeing that ring of light come down the top, middle, and lower part of your throat and neck. And seeing that ring of light descend down around the shoulders and chest and heart, pressing that gray smoke, any anxious or fearful energy, pressing it more down towards that grounding cord, and breathing in more and more of that white golden light, and see that ring of light come down now around the solar plexus, the upper belly, the sides, the low back ribs, around the kidneys and your digestive organs. And feeling that energy consolidate. You might feel it or see it becoming thicker as that ring of light presses it even further down now, down, around, and below the navel, around the sacral chakra, around the intestines and lower part of the colon and reproductive organs, pressing it all the way down, further and further, down towards your pelvic floor, down towards their root chakra, and into that grounding cord where it's just suctioned down into the core of the earth, where the earth knows exactly what to do with that energy. And then just do 3 clearing breaths where you inhale from the crown of your head to that spot right between your heart and your solar plexus, the lowest part of your sternum. And then as you exhale, see that ring of light, see that white golden light, again, press all the way down to the base of the spine, just flushing out any last bits of energy down into that grounding cord. Another breath in through the crown, all the way to that spot between the heart and the solar plexus, and then exhale, see that light flushing all the way down the lower half of the torso now, down into that grounding cord. One more like that, breathing in and breathing out. And just feeling the last bit of that suction, just pull out any energy that is not needed, moving forward into this new year, moving forward into your most embodied self, your most empowered self, your most creative self. And take a couple more breaths here, just feeling that suction energy, pulling it down. And just feel that suction energy begin to slow down. Good, and then imagining from your grounding cord, you can imagine it as well from your feet, roots coming down and spreading as deep and as wide as far as you can go into the core of the earth, connecting you to a sense of security and safety and support. And now as we lay here in Shavasana, seeing that energy, that suction energy reverse, and then feeling the earth's energy come up into your body, up through your feet and up through the base of your spine, with each inhalation, drawing it in more. And with each exhalation, just allowing that energy to expand through the whole body and your auric field. And allowing yourself to get really still and really quiet, deeply listening. What does my soul need to tell me right now? And just beginning to deepen your breaths. Move the fingers and the toes, circle the wrists and the ankles. And just bend your right knee and then let your knee come over to the left and then just twist open to the right. Big deep breaths. Biggest breaths you've taken into your ribs, the whole class here. And switch sides. Right leg is straight, left knee is bent. You can shift your hips a little over to the left, let your knees go to the right, and then just twist open, twisting open to your left. Big breaths into your ribs. And then just roll all the way onto your side. And then just take a few breaths there onto your side. Let your legs get heavy. Let all of your abdominal organs relax. And then keep your legs heavy. Use your arms to press up. And then you're going to come into a meditation position. So whether that's cross-legged for you or sitting on some blocks or in a chair. Grab a sip of water if you need it. Okay, coming into our meditation for toning the vagus nerve. This is a mantra meditation. Find your comfortable seat. Lift your heart. And then for this meditation, your eyes are going to be 1/10 open. So how I do this is close them all the way and then just barely open them, 1/10 open. And then if you feel any sort of eye strain with that, I want you to allow your vision as if you could zoom out. So as if you could see the back of your head, allow your vision to just relax, but keep your eyelids 1/10 open. Okay, and then the mantra that we'll get into in just a moment is Ek Onkar. Okay, and so Ek means infinite light. Onkar is the vehicle that carries infinite light, which is you. Okay, so we're going to break this up. The first part we're going to do for just a minute, and then the second part will be Onkar, chanting Onkar, and then the last part we'll pull it all together, Ek Onkar. Okay, and so just follow my rhythm. I encourage you to feel when you begin to chant, feel the internal vibration of the mantra, okay, wherever you feel it land in the body. And these internal vibrations and sounds that we can make can begin to activate. They activate and literally vibrate the vagus nerve. So remember, when this nerve is turned on and is functioning well, we can be in our parasympathetic state to heal. It's giving our gut the signal that all is well and you can do your job down here. It's giving all the other systems in the body a chance to heal and recover. Okay. So the first part of this mantra meditation is just a minute here. I want you to grab and make a fist. Start my clock here. Okay. Find your 1/10 open. You're going to make a fist right in front of the heart. And it's like the harder you can squeeze your fist, the better. Okay. And then find that 1/10 open in your heart and right in front of your heart with your fists, 1/10 open with your eyes. And then squeeze, squeeze, squeeze as best you can. Squeeze your fists together. The harder you can squeeze, the better. Push your palms together. And the harder you squeeze, the more you'll neutralize your energy. It says the harder you squeeze, the better you'll feel. So give it all you've got here. So it's just a minute. Okay, and then we're going to move into the mantra portion of this meditation. So first we're going to chant Onkar for a few minutes, and then it's going to be Ek Onkar. So the specificity, you could say, of this mantra is to not hit the upper palate. Okay, so when you hear Ek, okay, and or Onkar with the R, let the R be flat. and you'll get it. You have to practice it a couple times. But ek, onkar, don't let the tip of the tongue hit the roof of the mouth as it normally would. So you kind of keep it open. Okay, so it just takes a little practice with it. You'll get it. Okay, so the first part of this, onkar, we're going to do this together. So you can just follow the rhythm. Deep breath in, keep the squeeze of your palms pressing together. Onkar. Okay, now adding in ek, onkar. Again, avoid touching the upper palate with the tip of your tongue. So deep breath in. We're gonna go for 7 minutes here together. Ek, onkar. Ek, onkar. Ek, onkar. Keep your hands pressing together. Ek, onkar. Ek, onkar. Ek, onkar. Ek, onkar. Ek, onkar. Ek, onkar. Just go at your own rhythm. Ek, Ek ong ka. 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 Last few minutes. Ek ong ka. 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 Last 2 rounds. Ek ong ka. Deep breath in. Exhale out your air. Press your palms together. You can straighten the fingers now. Exhale your air. Exhale all your air. And then hold your breath here at the bottom of your exhale. I want you to hold it as long as you comfortably can without straining. Press your palms together firmly. You'll probably be able to hold it longer than you think. And when you're done, inhale and just exhale. You can release the hands, palms up on your legs. And just take a moment, breathe and feel. Always getting better at breathing and feeling. And I want you to take the next minute as if you could just slow time down and receive the imprint of equilibrium, of homeostasis, of relaxation. Receive this imprint, savor it, feel it. Deep breath in and out together. And bring your hands together in a prayer position. And may the path ahead be clearly illuminated. May all obstacles be removed. And may we continue to inspire and uplift everyone that we meet. And just place your hands toward yourself for a moment. This first round is for you. And you can just repeat after me. You can say it mentally or just follow along. May the long-time sun shine upon me. May all love surround me. And may the pure light within me guide my way on. And then place your palms facing out from you. And this goes out to all of your loved ones, your family and friends. May the long-time sun shine upon you. May all love surround you. And may the pure light within you guide your way on. Deep breath in and out, sending that energy to all of your loved ones. And this third round going out to all of those in need, seeing this energy, just the ripple effects of this amplified collective field, just ripple out to anyone that needs support right now, all of those in need. May the long-time sun shine upon you. May all love surround you. And may the pure light within you guide your way on. And bring your hands into a prayer position. We'll close with one long sat, short nam. Sat means truth, nam means identity. This is calling upon the highest truth within yourself, the highest version of yourself. One long sat, short nam. Deep breath in. Sa. Gently bringing your thumbs to your third eye, bowing your chin towards your heart, and just taking a moment and give yourself some credit for showing up and for doing some really good work for yourself that will ripple into all of those in your life and into the world. Take a moment to thank your body for all of the amazing things it does for you all day long without you having to think about it. Feeling yourself overcome with gratitude for this life. Gratitude for the opportunity to be here, for the opportunity to create, for the opportunity to ground in and bring forth all of this light that is the truth of your soul. Deep breath in and out together. Namaste. Feel all of your energy so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for bringing your full presence and participation to this class for me and for everybody. Oh, so good. I love that practice so much. I'll stay on a bit longer if anyone has any questions. Any questions at all about the practice, anything that we just did. And yeah, grab a sip of water. Be really kind to yourself today, really gentle with yourself today. Journal what you're releasing, journal what you're calling in, and then read it back to yourself. Because when you journal, it's like your soul, you're channeling your soul. And then when you read it back to yourself, you're informing the human. You're informing your human of what is happening, of what I'm releasing, of what we're calling in, okay? And I want to share with all of you that are any of this sparks your interest to any of these tools of embodiment, of calling all of your energy back in, these tools of regulating your nervous system. If any of this calls to you and you're like, this is what I need, this is what I need right now. I have a course, 6-week course starting January 5th, that we go for 6 Wednesdays in a row. And this is for all of those of you that you want to know how in real time to work through emotional intensity. You want to know how to bring yourself back to that regulated state, that calm state, once you go into fight, flight, or freeze, once you're dysregulated. Because that's truly the rewiring of trauma. You know, we can do a lot of cognitive reframing and, energy release, but in real time, our ability to bring ourselves from dysregulation back to a regulated state is the rewiring of trauma. You know, in any given moment, we're either feeding into those old trauma responses that we've been doing for probably years or decades, or we're doing the new thing, or we're creating a shorter and shorter amount of time that we're dysregulated and bringing ourselves back to regulation. And it's just, I'm getting all of my tools and hacks of being in the healing and therapy world for 20 years, and pulling it all into these 6 Wednesdays together and giving you guys energization exercises and some Kundalini techniques, brain calming exercises, vagus nerve toning exercises, different ways to use your breath so you can learn how to upregulate or downregulate your system, whether you need more energy or to calm yourself down. And I'm really stoked to be, there's a beautiful group of people forming already for this group. And anybody that came to this class, I'm offering the early bird price that ended a couple weeks ago. The early bird price if you register within the next 24 hours. So you'll be getting an email from me. And if you have any questions, you're also welcome to book a 15-minute call with me. And I'm happy to answer any questions, hear where you need any support, and also receive any feedback. If there's any, I'm somebody who loves feedback, constructive criticism, anything that any of your experience that you want to share from this class, I'd love to hear from you. So you'll get an email from me about that. Let me get closer so I can check this chat here, and I'm happy to stay on for any of you that have any questions about what we just did. Let's see here. Oh, thank you for all the love, you guys. Thank you. Awesome. Yeah. Oh, good. I'm glad you guys like the playlist. Good. So you'll have that so you can use it. We'll relay the replay over the playlist over the replay. This replay will be emailed to you as long as you registered, which all of you did because you're here. Thank you so much, Georgia. Happy New Year. Thank you, Pamela. Oh, thank you for all the love, guys. I'm so glad that this was good for you, that this was helpful and feels supportive. Angie says, absolutely beautiful. Exactly what I want and need. Perfect. Awesome. Yep, totally. Just contact me, Angie. Feel free to set up a 15-minute call with me too, about the 6-week course. Yeah. Thank you, Holly. Awesome. Refreshing, enlightening, energetic. Yay. Happy 2022, everyone. Happy New Year. I'm just scanning to see if there's any questions that I may have missed. What time is the class on Wednesdays? It'll be 12 p.m. Pacific time. 6 Wednesdays in a row starting January 5th. Yeah. Thank you, Erica. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. I don't see any other questions. If you have any others come through, and this is so unlike me, I ended 10 minutes early. So amazing. So amazing. I always give myself a little buffer of 2 hours for this because there's a lot to get through. So yeah, I'm so happy that this is supportive for you guys. Feel free to do it again. You could do it again, on tomorrow morning, and then New Year's Day would be really beautiful as well. The way Kundalini works is any kriya or any meditation that you love, and that it's something that you're like, oh, I'm really needing this right now. It's said in Kundalini, if you do the kriya or the meditation or the practice for 40 days, that it helps to it helps to get rid of any blocks that might be negative blocks that might be blocking your expansion, negative habits, it helps to release any negative habits that block your expansion. So I'm somebody who loves to take the meditations of Kundalini. My body likes to do a little something different every day, but I like to take the meditations of Kundalini. And if one really resonates for me, like if you're for somebody you're working on your nervous system right now and healing your nervous system and really working on this toning your vagus nerve, you could do this meditation for 40 days in a row. Okay. And yes, so I've done this before many times with many of these meditations, and it's quite amazing what happens in those 40 days. And depending on which ones you choose, there's different effects, but there's all kinds. There's literally tens and thousands of these kriyas, you guys, tens and thousands of these kriyas and of these meditations. I have a website called yogadoctors.tv, has 100+ videos on there. If anybody just wants to develop a home practice, there's a free morning medicine program on there that you can see, or you can try it out for $1 for a couple weeks. But if you're somebody who's really wanting to get into your new year and develop a practice of self-discipline, develop a sadhana, meaning a spiritual practice for yourself, I really encourage you, wherever you're getting the practices from, you can totally try out Yoga Doctors TV or whatever you're doing, just commit to it with yourself for 40 days. Okay. So there's something magic about the 40-day mark. And you can do something as small as you could take a meditation, you can do it as little as 3 minutes a day, or 5 minutes a day. If you don't have, 30 minutes or 60 minutes to spend on a morning practice. But just remember your subconscious mind is the most influenced first thing in the morning and right before you go to bed. And so a morning practice is always the most recommended, because whatever you start your day with, those qualities are going to feed into your day. Okay. And so, yeah. Okay. Awesome, Erica. Yeah. Erica, want to schedule a 15-minute call? Sure, love. Yeah. So just email me. I'll put my email here in here. somawomen.com. Summer, SOMER at Soma, SOMA women.com is my email. If anyone wants to email me directly, and we'll be sending out an email here shortly. As soon as we get the playlist over the replay, and I'll have a link to book a 15-minute call for any of you guys that want to do that. Okay. Oh, perfect. Beautiful. Feels like it pushed me out of the flu I was dealing with. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. Just clearing that energy field. Breath work so powerful to work with. I really encourage you guys to, whatever your thing is. And this is how I really developed this 6-week course, is I'm giving you guys breath work and vagus nerve resets and brain calming exercises and trauma release exercises. I'm giving it to you all because some of you are going to be really attracted to breath work. Some of you are going to be really attracted to the vagus nerve stuff. Some of you are going to be really attracted to the trauma release stuff. Some of you really attracted to meditations. Everyone's a little bit different, right? Or the Kundalini techniques you might be really attracted to. And so in that 6 Wednesdays in a row inside my 6-week course called the Energetics of Embodiment, it is a distillation of those techniques so that you can just pull from what you need in real time, what really resonates with you in real time to use to get yourself from dysregulated state back to a regulated state. Remember, this is where we want to be, that ventral vagal state, to be able to heal, to be able to think positively, to be able to come up with creative solutions, to be able to expect miracles in our life, really, is that we have to be in a regulated state. Your physiological state precedes your story. Your thoughts and feelings and behaviors are dependent on this physiological state. So that's why it's so important. And that's why I teach it in a lot of different ways, because it's so important. It's how you will heal. Okay. It's how you'll heal. So I hope this is so helpful for you all, and look out for an email from me. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions, or book a 15-minute call. And I'm just so happy to offer you this practice. And Happy New Year. I hope that your 2022 is just super blessed and highly creative, and you are truly able to bring the energy of this practice, this embodiment of the energy of your higher self into your new year. So Happy New Year, guys. Much love and aloha from Kauai. Bye, everyone. You're welcome to unmute yourself if you want to say bye. Let's see.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, Summer.
Thank you.
Thank you, Summer.
You're welcome. Thank you for being here, loves.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, Erica. Bye, Julie.